My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. We're here for our very first run in Ascension 10. Ascension 10, double bosses. Fight 2 bosses at the end of Act 3. I will also just very quickly go through all of the stacking modifiers that we now have. Elites spawn more often. Ancients only heal 80% of our mixing HP. Enemies and treasure chests drop 25% less gold. We start with 1 less potion slot, and we start each run cursed. There's less rest sites. Rare and upgraded cards appear less often. All enemies are harder to kill, all enemies have deadlier attacks, and finally, we're going to be fighting 2 bosses that are both deadlier and do more damage at the end of Act 3. Let's see what we can do with it. Ooh. Hey. There's a late elite heavy path. And I can take like a really greedy opener. Because I get pre-upgraded cards with Silver Crucible. Hell, I can even remove a card from the deck. Oh, triple strike at least. Okay, that turn could have been a lot worse. Yeah, sure. I'll take that pommel strike, rather. Ooh, yes, remove a base strike from the deck, get guilty. Feel no pain, taunt. Gain 7 block, apply 1 vulnerable. It's like a really good defensive tool. Or I remove a strike. Yeah, I'm gonna keep thinning it down. 18 HP for 144 gold. I'll take the solo quest only because otherwise I'm gonna really struggle to actually utilize a shop in any of these question marks should they spawn one. Pommel strike gets sharp for 2 additional damage. And yeah, that ought to be lethal. Whirlwinds. Yep. Hell yeah. Oh, this is going pretty well. Leaf slime with 2 strikes. Easy. Fortifier, triple your block. Final pickup, Stampede, Hemokinesis, or Anger. I like the idea of Stampede, but if I do want to just blow up individual targets, Hemo with 19 damage. I am about to, barrel down 2 elites. Let's pre-upgrade that bash, and then let's go. Yep. That one's allowed to be empty. Woof. Okay, I'm gonna Hemo defend and then Fortifier. If it defends me for 10 HP that turn, what incredible Fortifier. I don't want to use a Radiant Signature. It would only save 5 HP that turn. Might not even save any more for the rest of the fight. Yeah, wouldn't save any more for the rest of the fight because it finished the fight the next turn. Explosive Ampule deals 10 damage to all enemies. Candelabra, study a second turn, gain 2 energy, big fan. Molten Fist, Thunderclap, Bloodletting. With card draw and an X cost in the deck, Bloodletting seems real good. That's also our second bleeding tool. So I might end up finding Rupture, might end up going in that kind of... Ugh! What is this? It's literally as low... That was terrifying. Don't ever do that to me again. Okay. Thank heck we followed up with basically lethal the turn after. Arson Candy. Every other combat, your card rewards gain an additional power. Speed pop. Oh, I didn't think I was going to find you. Hello. Expect to fight. Gain energy for each attack in your hand. I'll take that. I'm going to upgrade it pretty early. Yuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. If I'm expecting a fight, let's expect a fight. Spend 2 energy to get 3 energy, so I can strike that turn. There goes Guilty. Unrelenting. 2 energy, deal 12 damage. The next attack you played this turn costs 0. Fine. Great. Unrelenting Strike and Whirlwind. Ideally, I'm relatively close to a new draw cycle when we split the enemy. Yeah. Pommel Strike, expect to find immediately. Woof. Okay. I'm going to double defend Explosive Ampule. I don't need to take damage this turn. Even though Whirlwind would clear you all out ridiculously, that is saving me 7 HP that turn. Attack Potion. Choose 1 of 3 random attack cards to play into your hand. It's free to play this turn. And Gambling Chip. At the start of each combat, discard any number of cards and draw that many. How badly do I want a Stampede in this deck? I feel like not. Bloodletting, Thunderclap, Havoc. I don't think I need any of those. Deck as good as is. And I want Expect to Fight upgraded. Expect to Fight, Bash, Pommel. Defend, Strike. Oh. Okay, this one I'm going to Radiant Tincture so that I can get 4 attacks out of the Whirlwind, as well as be ready to additionally defend on this bigger turn. I don't think 9 health is where I want to be right now. Especially because I still need to play things like Hemo. If I don't kill you this cycle, I'm dead. I really didn't think... Well... Yeah, I really didn't think we were going to lose 41 HP in that fight. I guess that's what happens when you haven't added any weak to the deck and you literally just have 4 defense. I gotta rely on drawing all of them on that turn in order to only take... Oof, lethal. Yeah, I've got to make sure that I consistently give myself the ability to actually win the boss fight, not just the elite fights. I prepare very well for elite and floor fights. And then I get to the boss and fall apart. There's this late, like, opportunity to double remove from the deck, which I'm pretty excited about. I'll take Colorless. Deal 6 damage, choose 1 of 3, and your draw pile to add to your hand. Seems really unexciting. Impatience, if there's no attacks in hand, draw 2 cards. With Bash, that's kind of difficult. I'll take Impatience and we'll try and use it. Hey! Works out there. Not that it really changed anything. I was still going to play 2 defense. Oh. 7 damage already taken this turn. And then another 5. So we are now on 12 damage taken to the Toadpole. Only going to be healing 6 out of this fight. Spite. Deal 6 damage if you lost HP this turn. Draw a card. It's 0-cost attack, which makes it appeal to me in the deck that also has Patience. Shrug it off. I didn't see any shrug it offs last time. I'll take it this time, though. 2 Spites. I really don't want to have to use Block Pod here, but... yeah, 14. I've got 9. Fine. Don't you dare attack again, though. Tragedy that would have been for us. Bloodletting. With card draw. And at 0 costs. Kind of thing that wants to go in this deck. I haven't got anything that's actually going to help me beat an elite, though. So I'll intentionally take another fight so I can try and find a damage card to upgrade to help me with the elite. Otherwise, I'm just going into elite with a, like, just... oh, no! I played Bloodletting, but you can only play 1 skill each turn. So I played Bloodletting so I would be able to use Impatience, and in doing so, disabled Impatience. Blockbot because it defends us against full 12 that turn. God, the double summon is so wild. This is not an elite fight. Ridiculous. Thank you, Blood Potion. That'll help. Grapple. Deal 7 damage whenever you gain block this turn. Deal 5 damage to this enemy. Look, I don't want that, but it is a damage card, and I told you how badly I need a damage card to be able to continue taking this line. I really don't have any sort of faith in this at all. I would love to, but... God, look at these turns. Yeah, 20 incoming. All right, look. I only went for normal. I guess I didn't take damage early enough. Do I have to take damage as literally my first card? Otherwise, I can't finish fights before I take way too much damage. Hopefully a colorless card that does something. I'll take Jacob. I'll take it. Alright. I'll even take a funky early path, try and give myself some time to actually get some value in this deck. There's a panic button that turn. Sadly, it means I'm taking 8 damage this turn. I was really hoping I would just bowl out of damage. Wasn't going to be able to finish the turn after that anyway. Twin Strike just for straight up damage. Does 5 damage twice to a single target. With vulnerability, it's 7 damage twice, 14. Savo's a great pickup there. Really helps us out. Bloodletting armaments and body slam. I could take an armaments and then upgrade it. I don't do that almost ever. Seeing it this early, give it a go. Hey, give me another colorless card. Omni Slice is our AoE. Yes, please. Then we'll upgrade armaments so that it, instead of upgrading a single card in hand, now upgrades all of them. I forgot that Omni Slice doesn't cost any energy. So I cast my 3 cards for the turn, ignoring a extra strike. Yeah, armaments, defend, and then twin strike just for damage. Battle Trance, great card draw. Having a larger hand when we play armaments, of course, being really effective. I'm going to use Touch of Insanity on Bash in this combat, because I'm just not willing to forfeit as much HP to you as I kind of have to otherwise. I can't play Battle Trance and Armaments, annoyingly. I will just play 16 to both of you. Omni Slice on top of an enemy that has vulnerability works out pretty well, and there goes the Living Fog. Definitely not another Armaments. I can take a Pommel Strike, though. Ooh. Yeah, I don't necessarily have late shops. Let's upgrade... pay 35 gold to transform a card. Transform a strike. If it becomes defensive, it's really good. Yeah, send it is fine. 35 gold to heal 10 HP. Sure. Oh, lucky winner! Grab 75 gold. 35 gold for a random colorless card in the deck? Panic button, sure. 35 gold for Feeding Frenzy in the deck. A colorless card that gives you 5 strength this turn. I'll transform into the card, sure. Actually, they transform into cards of their own type, right? So I want to transform Panic Button? Actually, Panic Button might be a really, really useful tool for us. Tremble, yeah. Random Potion, sure. Shackling Potion. Another lucky winner! What the hell? This is so good! 35 gold for 4 max HP. Yes, another Feeding Frenzy. I really do feel like we can use the Feeding Frenzies and go... What the hell? Another lucky winner. I'm making money here now. Random colorless? Gimme. Mind Blast. Why not? Upgrade a random card. 4 max HP. Another Feeding Frenzy. Oh, no, I'm broke. I ran out of money. Damn, Vajra. That's too many Feeding Frenzies, and I know it, but but look. 7! What the hell? I need a Whirlwind or... Heavy Blade's not in this game, is it, unfortunately? Fish for Attack Pod, I think. Right? No, Feeding Frenzy, 15. There you go. Just kill one of you. There we are. Yeah, Feeding Frenzy, good. Juggling. Third attack you play each turn's return to hand. I like the idea of Omni Slice triggering that. Luck. I like it enough to try it. Sure. I'll let you deal some damage to me. Yeah, I expected I was probably going to kill the turn after, so it did just heal me back up. Unmovable, 2 energy. The first time you gain block from a card each turn, rather. Double that amount. Mind Blast, unmovable, and I'll use Shackling Pot to save 7 HP this turn. Ooh, jackpot. Panic button in a pretty good position for it as well, actually. Yeah, especially when we can follow up with lethal. Mango, 14 max HP. It's only going so well. I think 1 bloodletting makes total sense in this deck with the amount of draw we have access to. Oh. Okay. 27, and I left one of the corpse slugs on enough HP that any attack will probably kill it. Actually, that works out really well. I'll kill the healthiest one, so now it's just got a cough in your general direction. Rupture, Shrug It Off, Pillage. Shrug. I will need some cards in this deck that say block, especially with Unmovable in here. Speaking of Unmovable, that's so much of our defense that I really do need it to be upgraded. I need to be able to play it every time. 1, 2, 3. Double Omni Slash! We did it! Unmovable defend Trembel. A copy of Rend in the deck that deals damage related to the enemy's debuffs. Unique debuffs, to be clear. Armaments upgrades the hand. Right. Omni. I feel like we are in, at least for me, what is a really rare position of I'm going to be able to pretty easily defend the Steam Eruption. It's never the case for me. On panic button. Hell yeah. 80 block. Woo! Now this is a promising run. Feed. 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 It's feed. I think it should be feed. I think I should take feed. Oh, good thing there was a feed there for me to take. Ooh! Hail's Legion on top of Immovable. Hail's Legion, double block gain from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. So if I have that accessed, oh boy. Remove 5 cards from the deck. At the end of each combat, return 1 randomly upgraded. I gotta say, that would be really good for a lot of our stuff. Mind Blasts becomes 0 cost innate. I'm thickening this deck enough that the 0 cost innate Mind Blast is probably worth my time. I do think Pommel Strike wants to draw an additional card. I think Jack of All Trades wants to give it an additional card. I think 2 of the Feeding Frenzies. I like the idea of getting Juggling Innate. Without more draw in this deck, I'm unlikely to trigger it consistently enough to be happy about that, though. Pale's Horn. It's not Pale's Horn. Pale's Tooth. Remove 5 cards from your deck. After each combat, randomly add 1 back upgraded. Yeah, that's the one I was just talking about. And I feel like Bale's Legion is so much additional defense for us. Yeah. It's so good. It'll let me keep my deck not only aggressive, but really aggressive. Anointed to get unmovable in hand, and then thank you, Pale's Legion. Oh, wow! What is this? I've never seen this before. We have like a clay flesh wall here now. Huh. Was that just added? Also, ridiculous. Great hand. Love it so much. Probably shouldn't fish. This isn't the right fight for it. I'm not against letting you have Mind Blast, actually. Welcome back down to the grounds. Sadly, I did not draw feed. Yeah, up to Bloodletting. And I will let you take the Mind Blast, lose an attack potion for 10 max HP, or enchant an attack with Vigorous 8 the first time it's played each combat, deal 8 additional damage. I think that on Omni Slice makes it an even better AoE draw. Reptile Trinket. We'll remove a card from the deck. I mean, Whirlwind wants to go in this deck so badly. I do like the idea of another Battle Trance, but ideally I get to get enough money from the next Elite, hopefully 19, that I can upgrade. Sorry, that I can upgrade, that I can remove another card from the deck. Probably best for me to transform Cinder here. Oh, Shrug, neat. Big ol' upgrade to our hand there. Gotta be juggling because I'm not gonna be able to trigger it at all this turn. I'm gonna fish for something that can give me either weaken or a defend or card draw. Okay. That's all I needed. One single block guard defends us for 20 here. Save 20 HP with that dig. I'll leave my possibility of getting back to feed. Feels like a bad idea now. Okay. It was a pretty bad idea. I take 4 more damage here, but... Oh, God. This turn... Nope. Come on. You are kidding me. You need to stop. I can't confirm the kill unless I go for it now. Vulnerable potion, molten egg. Whenever you add an attack to the deck, upgrade it. And, ooh, a bunch of upgraded attacks. If the enemy's vulnerable, hit them twice, especially considering we're doing a lot of things that care about multi-strike. That sounds good to me. Ah, there's the pre-upgraded Mind Blast. Let's cut another base strike from the deck. Really smooth stones. Start each combo with 1 dex. Neat. Very useful. When I've got Pale's Legion as well as Unmovable, both at the same time, this gives me 4 extra block from our first block card. That's great. I need juggling upgraded. I need to be able to Omni Slice twice when I draw Omni Slice, please. I really also need to play Unmovable. 27, and then second time we play you would be 19. So 27, 19 is 46. Plus 41 is 97. Even annoyingly with the vulnerability potion, I'm not capable of taking the enemy down this turn. However, oh, reptile trinket. I wasn't even thinking about the reptile trinket. Unfortunately, I can't use feed as the actual lethal though. Ridiculous. Ashwater. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. And White Beast Statue. Potion is now always superior in combat rewards. Give me that uppercut. I was looking for another source of vulnerability and a source of weak. Especially pre-upgraded Thundercut was the word I was about to say. Thunderclap? No, it's not that. It's uppercut. There we go. Thundercut. Let's... I do need the feed upgraded. I'm not actually getting it on lethal constantly, but I'm also not fighting that many fights right now, thankfully. So it's not that bad. I mean, this fight's gonna suck. Come on, Omni Slash. Beatdown. Play 3 from my discard? Yeah. Whirlwinds, panic button, your turn. There's the Omni Slice. Am I juggling? I am juggling, so I want to make Omni Slice my 3rd attack of the turn, ideally. 22. Ooh. 3 and 4. Flex Spot. Gain 5 strength, and a potion belt. Upon pick up, gain 2 potion slots. We've actually got some potion trinkets. We've got like a potion run. Sword Boomerang. Pre-upgraded, I'll take you. Because 3 damage to a random enemy 4 times when I've got these feeding frenzies in the deck against a single target is really good. You bot. I can't actually use the feed for the lethal here. I can prevent the most damage by going for it. There you go. Headbutt to move something back to the top of the deck feels like an appropriate tool to at least have one of. I almost feel like I want to rest there. I'm not... No, we have Unmovable. We do not need to rest here. Let's look in the colorless spots for a sec. Prep time's not bad. Mind Blast would help me turn around. I do think prep time helps out a lot here. It's just I also don't like the 12 block turnaround is the best I can do there. Nice additional draw this turn. Unfortunately, Prolong's not capable of doing anything for us. Yeah, I'll go for the additional energy and probably just big whirlwind everyone. 20 more damage to both of you if I use the flex bot this turn? Not that relevant. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not thrilled to take such a big hit this turn. Next turn, Rocket is going to fire, and I do not want to have to deal with that, so I'm going to weaken you in anticipation of it. Oh, come on. Well, you've been weakened in anticipation of it, and now I have no defensive cards. Defend, 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 defend. Look, I feel like we dead drew ridiculously in this fight. How ridiculous. Ugh. I own... One, two, three. I drew 3 defense cards in that entire cycle of 21. 4, 5, 6, 7. The bottom 5 cards contain more than half of my defense. I even tried to anticipate it. I even went for the additional block. I'm doing things to try and account for it. I just... The tolerances, they are so narrow. I mean, I'm definitely leaning Crucible here. Alright. It's bound to be my last run of the episode, so I will happily take a very, very aggressive line, because if it works, we are in with a great shot. And if it doesn't, it'll die early. Shrug it off. I want to get Headbutt upgraded there. Oh! Yes! Incredible event! Yeah, just a Headbutt and Pommel Strike. Just give me tools, baby. There we go. And that only counts as 1 upgraded choice that we've seen. So I still get a 4th upgraded card to the deck. Battle Trance. Draw 4, you can't draw any additional cards this turn. Next card I take desperately needs to say the word damage. Oof. It is wild how my best cards are always at the bottom. Gigantification potion and taunts. Doesn't say damage. It doesn't say damage. But I don't want perfected strike. Perfected strike deals 6 damage, deals 2 additional damage for all of your cards containing strike. There would be 7 in the deck with that, so it's 14 additional damage. It's 20 damage perfected strike. I'm gonna take taunt. It's just a very good card. I've got a Gigantification potion to help me try and pop this fight at the right time. Yeah. Gotta keep him vulnerable. Might Giganto strike next. 18, 18, 18. Yeah, this is Gigantification potion. We'll just finish you with 1 headbutt. Lantern, start each combat with additional energy, and there's Fiend Fire. I mean, Fiend Fire finishes fights. It is damage. It is really good if you've got draw in the deck already. It's got a lot of reasons that I want to take and upgrade that. This is possibly the worst possible fight for the card I just picked up. Great. I can't do more than 20 damage to this enemy in a single turn. One of the most defensive hands I can draw there. Great. It's either it's bash or it's I can't get the enemy within lethal next turn by bashing them that turn, so I decided not to do it at all. Next turn the enemy is going to defend. So I'll throw damage atop the deck. Never mind. Turns out they're going to do damage. Thankfully, I had enough damage to finish them off. Inferno. I don't want to add Inferno to this deck like that. Havoc. I could use that with Headbutt, but I'm not super interested. No, skip. We're going 4 elite paths, so I'll rest here, take advantage of our new tiny mailbox, picking up Fish Oil, 1 strength, 1 dex. Yeah, I'm not actually going to be making you vulnerable. I'm going to ideally draw a big hand and then Fiend Fire for... Damn it, I'm just short on the Fiend Fire. I don't want to take 16 damage this turn. Gambler's Brew, pass these. Wait. I had exact lethal in that hand. I'm not going to use the Gambler's Brew. You use the Headbutt first, and then you use Fiend Fire for 30. So it's 42 damage exactly. Headbutt anything, Fiend Fire everything. Second Wind, Bloodletting Cinder. Bloodletting. This is going to be a frustrating fight. I'm going to have to start, like, pitching individual damage at these enemies as well, because I do not have an AoE card yet. Huge weakness. Incoming is 18 damage. Can get one of you down next turn. Ugh. Second down here, and then am I okay running the rest of that deck? Pommel Strike and just the rest of that? Yeah, I think so. It saves me 10 damage this turn to do. Taking out the back line of that would be. Mm-hmm. I mean, frankly, that could have barely gone better. Gear! You can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. Oh. You can you? Pillage. Deal 6 damage, draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. I don't really love Pillage. Look at it as kind of just 6 draw 1. Let's add another defensive card to the deck now. Blood Whale, I think. Totally makes sense here. Battle Trance, and then as aggressive as I can get. That said, I do still taunt you. Cheapest way to get... Oh, perfect. Cheapest way to get vulnerability. Weak Pot, Shrug It Off, Pommel Strike, True Grit. I want to take another Shrug It Off just because of how I've been feeling about our actual damage. Only problem is... I can't use Fiendfire in the final fight to deal our damage, so second Pommel? Alright. Stone Armor. Ashen Strike can get pretty big after the Fiendfire, which is really good for the boss, so that I have a persistent damage card in the deck. Taunt, Bash, Defend. Just set up vulnerability for as many turns as I can get it there. Ideally, we shrug into Battle Trance. Oh my god! Yeah. Sadly, I did lose my Ashen Strike there, but also definitely worth it. See? This is why we take a super risky path on our final run of the fight. Anchor, Duplicator. Next card is played twice this turn. Colossus, you gain 5 block and you receive half damage from enemies that have vulnerability. Hmm. 16 by 6 is 96. It's decent damage, but I can get you a lot closer before doing that. Enemy will be vulnerable next turn, which makes Colossus the best damage best defense I can do. I do think you attack next turn. I haven't got a perfect read on the attack phases of the Soulfish yet. I think you attack next turn. Alright, it's fine. I'll go screw it myself. Shrug it. Beckon. Headbutt that shrug it. Oh, you aren't tangible this turn, I see. Yikes. Getting a lot of turns where I'm accomplishing nothing. I kind of want to just taunt Fiendfire, get rid of the beckon. I will. Two pommels in the draw. Enough intangibility. Just take a defensive turn, keep you vulnerable. I've got the other pommel still. I'm getting way too close for comfort here. There we are. Triple beckon that turn. Nice try. Stable Serum and Hellraiser. Whenever you draw a card containing strike, it is played against a random enemy. With 2 pommel strikes in the deck and the ability to burn cards out of the deck, am I supposed to take that and then do strikes? I've also got Gear. There's also Dark Embrace. Whenever you exhaust a card, draw a card. Helps us refuel after we do the Fiendfire. But also, we often use Battle Trance before the Fiendfire, so less so in that circumstance. Yeah, give me the Hellraiser. Start of your turn, spend 5 gold to gain an energy, or upgrade 4 cards. Give me the upgrade 4 cards. Hellraiser, Pommel Strike, additional turn of vulnerability, additional turn of vulnerability. Now, I can take a really early double shot. And in doing so, I can cut probably base strikes out of the deck, because those being drawn and then played immediately doesn't actually help me. Oh. Do I take Breakthrough? I do need some AoE. Yeah, I can't just persist on this floor without any AoE at all. Two additional cards on turn 1's pretty good though. Okay, I'm gonna go to this question mark. If this question mark gives me gold in any way, I'll take the left and go for another removal. If it doesn't, I'll take the right, and then I'm happy to go a line that's just question marks and upgrades, because I've still got like a couple upgrades in this deck. Getting Fiendfire. Fiendfire, I only play it once per combat, but it dealing 50% more damage seems pretty good to me. Hellraiser. Oh, shrug it off, drew Pommel Strike. I'm gonna put a Pommel Strike back atop my deck as well. Get him. Sword Boomerang, Speed Pot. I'll take my Ashen Strike back. It's gonna be good still. Uh-huh. I'm up to 2 strength at the start of combat. Tunnel is going to dock next turn. Guess I just double block. Just really hoping for a bloodletting draw that turn. $11, $8. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that. I'm gonna have to cycle. Headbutt, pommel strike back to the top of the deck. Drop a breakthrough. Now it's your turn. Get him, strikes! Oh boy. It's actually a lot worse than I thought it was gonna be. Damn. There you go. I'll take 5 block this turn. One last bloodletting that's already upgraded. One last training with our Giga. Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. I have Colossus. Ashen Strike for the damage up, and then Colossus, I think, later. Oh, tiny mailbox. We'll trade that happily for Gorget. Mm-hmm. Oh no, we're going to be playing all of the strikes now. I guess that's kind of okay. Because the enemy's vulnerable and I've got enough strength that even though you're giving me dazed for having done this, it's still pretty good damage. Let's get the Pommel Plus. Wow. Don't ever. I guess I'm glad I took a less aggressive line then, huh? You butt. You butt. Powder Demise. That would have helped. Howl from Beyond. Only if it's in the same hand as Fiendfire can I really use it. We did get Festive Popper as well, though. 9 damage to all enemies at the start of each combat. Pretty happy about that. Get rid of the toxics in hand one way or the other. Ooh, Blood Potion gets taken. And Pommel Plus. Yes, that's what we're looking for right now. Thank you, game. Yes, cards want to be removed from a deck such as this. And let's get rid of those basic strikes we don't want to use. I will up the other bloodletting so I can make sure that I play all of my cards whenever I have bloodletting. Well, if I need to play all of them, obviously. I'm not going to play it there for defense I don't need. Ooh. Yeah, Hellraiser, shrug it off. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get a bloodletting back in the draw pile just because I know that I've got all 3 of my... all 3 of my pommel strikes in my draw pile, so it's not like I'm gonna draw a dead hand. Yeah, it's worthwhile. Probably kill the top of the next turn. Yep, there we go. Ashen Strike for 49. I will drink the Bloodbot. Do I take a second Feed Fire here? No. You take second Colossus. And then you never defend again. No, Hellraiser means I can't take Velvet Choker, unfortunately. I don't think I can take Snecko either, so this is Black Star, and then just hope that I can take an aggressive enough elite line that it's worthwhile. 3 relics. Ooh, get him. Get him. Hell yeah. I'm happy to take Twin Strike because it's 20 damage right now, and it says strike. Yep. I think in a deck this thick, I could probably get away with another Battle Trance. Not going to, though. Duplicator, upgraded uncommon attack. How valuable is Duplicator going to be in the final fight? Right now, for us, not at all. Because if I double play Hellraiser, it's not going to double play the strike cards I draw. It's not going to be able to do anything about that. Firepot could give me another Pommel Strike, though. You didn't, and I'm mad at you about it now. I'm not going to take any of them. Great news. Hellraiser has managed quite well, and perfect. Finished off our final enemy there as well. Second Ashen Strike, I like the idea of it just because it makes it possibly correct for me to use my Fiend Fire as early as I can in the fight now. Because afterwards, there's at least still a promise of ongoing damage. Oh, it's only the vulnerable enemies that deal half damage to you. Got it. That sucks. Get unupgraded now, unfortunately, which is really annoying. Just throw a Battle Trance back atop the deck, take 9 damage this turn. I know I've got Fiend Fire in the next draw. That'll do it. Second duplicator and meal ticket whenever you enter a shop. Heal 15 HP. Shovel, you can now dig at rest sites. Dismantle's pretty good damage as well. I'll take it. I know I can dig at rest sites. And will. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain an additional energy. Candelabra. Start your 3rd turn, gain 3 additional energy. Warbane, upon pickup, upgrade to random skills, so it's like I used an upgrade on 2 defensive tools in the last 2 spaces, if you want to think about it like that. I'll just start with the Battle Trance. Yeah, definitely worth it. Bloodletting, Bash, Colossus, incoming damage is now negated. Pommel, Headbutt a Pommel back to the top of the deck. No, Battle Trance is fine, actually. And then Strike. So Fiendfire would be 27 by 7. 27 by 7 is 140. Sorry, 100 and... Wait. Yeah, 140 plus 49 is lethal. Ollie Smooth Stone. Start each combat with 1 dex. We also have Whetstone. Upgrade to random attacks. Stampede? No, because that could just randomly play Fiendfire on the wrong turn. I'll take an Infernal Blade, though. 1 more dig. Hey, that actually works out really well. Strike Dummy. Cards containing strike deal 3 additional damage. Yeah. Yeah, we do that. Hellraiser seems pretty obvious here. Shrug it off. Pommel. I do want to get rid of the enemy's artifact, but I suspect I'm probably not going to be able. Taunts. Damn it. I really want Fiendfire in the next hand. That's not going to be possible, though. We're going to overdraw the next hand as well. I just throw Bash up there, maybe? Get rid of the rest of your artifacts. Oh! Thank you for randomly fishing a Fiendfire out here so I can burn out all these burns. As well as buff my Ashen Strikes. That's great. Yep, Pommel, Ashen Strike, and then another Strike. Yeah, there's your vulnerability, and there's Dismantle. Incredible. Orichalcum is unlikely to trigger. At the end of your turn, without block, gain 6 block. Centennial Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. I don't think I take a Bludgeon in this deck. Okay. Hellraiser, let's use Pillage to see if I draw... Oh. Into any strike cards that was about to... Ridiculous. Do I take a Perfected Strike? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it would be the 10th. 26 damage? No. No, we just play other things. And I really should go into the fight on full HP, because it's one boss behind another boss. I don't know where our duplicators are best going to be used. I imagine it's probably just for something in the middle of a turn. Like, I imagine it's just, oh, this turn could use a little bit of additional help. I'll use it this turn. Like, it'll be a response to something rather than proactive. Bloodletting. And then Colossus. Okay. Ashen, Strike, Strike. Body Slam for 37 damage to you. Oh, fine. Bloodletting, and then I'll just take you out. throw a full trance back atop the deck. Pommel first, so I can get a full hand. Yeah, this one's... I kind of just want to bash Colossus. Yeah, keeping you vulnerable is going to be really important. I gotta take 6 damage this turn on account of it, though. Woof. If I could draw this turn... Oh, what a joy that would be. 12? Yikes. That was pretty bad. That's also pretty bad because it can't throw anything back atop the deck there. Tangibility, incoming's 33 damage this turn. You... I'm going to use a duplicator to get 8 more block from my defend, so I don't have to take as much here. Ugh. Oh, you are kidding me, right? Shrug and Blood Wall. Take 12 again. Ashen Strike, Strike. Okay, this is ridiculous. What is happening? Why is every card in my deck bad? I could have sworn there were some good ones in here. Nope, that's not. God damn it. I really thought I was just gonna sail my way into my first A10 victory. This is not going to be that. My body. I really thought we were prepared for that. If we got Fiendfire on a turn that we could have used it much more comfortably there, I think it would have helped us out a lot. I did have a lot of defend cards there. It's just we kept getting Colossus without the ability to make the enemy vulnerable, and especially against that enemy, right after their vulnerability was cleared because they died the previous turn. We kept having so many tools on the turn that the enemy died, and then no tools on the enemy's turns where they were attacking. I know I had another duplicator in hand. Probably should have played it. I really don't think it was going to change the outcome of this fight and the next fight. I thought, I truly thought. Wow. I'll have to make my way back to another A10 run with you in the next loop, actually. Probably 2 days' time from now, but until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all of my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming pass, and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of all the thank you. And special thanks this episode to Cold Heart. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.